Okay, part 4. Here we go. Let's try to wrap it up in this one. I have no idea how I'm going to edit these together or what. I don't know. We'll just take it as it comes. Okay, so we're talking about fit and finish. I do have a note I want to make, and it might bug some of you guys. It kind of bugs me a little bit, but I'm looking past it. And here it is. I'll just, since we're on a new video here and everybody knows that you have to be safe with, here's your snap cap I was using for that trigger testing earlier. So let's just go ahead and take this magazine out of the way. Alright, so here we'll do a full check. Let's just do it. Alright, feeling it out. Boom. And you're gonna look, maybe if I, oh man, this is such a stupid consuming thing, but it's not stupid. I take that back. Alright, so I can see it. I'm not looking in the viewfinder, because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna point this sucker right back at the camera, and yes, I'm moving out of the way. Okay, so if you can see, I hope you can. Here, let me get a little light right on the front. Okay, oh man, this is such a hassle. But I want to point this out because some people, it will bother them, and I'm probably one of those people. Smith and Wesson, it might do a little quality check on some of these SD9s coming out. But as you can see, and it's difficult for me to do this, right here, can you see that? It's off. It's offset, and I'll just reference it to the right. Okay? Man, this is not easy. It's offset that way. Okay? So you can see the gap here is different from here. Okay. So now, what difference does that make? I mean, who cares? Well, if you are planning on attaching a laser or a light like I have here, or a combination of the two. I mean, who knows what people are sticking on their guns nowadays. You're going to have to do some adjusting if this is how all of these SDs are coming out of the factory. So you're going to have to do, you're going to have to do some adjustment. But has it messed with functioning? Has it messed with reliability? No, it hasn't. Okay, so it's just one of those finish things that may bother some. It kind of bugs me a little bit, but I'm not sending the dadgum thing back. I'm just working past it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so there's fit and finish. Probably not as nice as the M&P, but I don't have a whole bunch of experience with the M&P, so I don't really want to speak too much to that. I have held a Sigma, and I would say that the quality levels are a scooch above that. Alright, so I don't really want to make a whole bunch of comparisons. I think this gun is its own gun and should be viewed from that point of view. Alright, so there's that. Let's go on to accessories. Well, this is still kind of a new design. It came out, I don't know, like 2 years ago or a year ago or something like that. And there's not a whole bunch of options. I've been looking for a holster, and haven't found a whole bunch of options out there to accommodate it. Yeah, you can just do this, the cheapo nylon ones, which is, hey, guess what I'm doing. Okay, so this is just a nylon holster that I've been using, and I did a little modifications to this. No, it's not necessary, but it's just how I like to carry. So as you can see, the old stitch line, this clip used to be here, and your gun would just sit straight up. Well, I like to have a cant in my pant line, so here's your belt going across, and this kind of minimizes the print of the butt of the gun. I don't know if that's really what it's called, but the handle of the gun, it won't print nearly as much. And man, a gun this size, I have been able to conceal so well just because of the way I set up my holster here. You may be noticing this little metal thing. Well, when I first took my CCW class, they wanted us to have holsters, and I didn't have anything, so I just kind of fashioned this up. And what that is it's the top of a coat hanger. Because I knew we were going to be doing a lot of reholstering, and as you can see, minus this part, it does hold it open so that you can reholster the thing. And I just haven't taken it out because it works well. I've been surprised. So it did a little reinforcing on the top, but this isn't a holster review. I just thought someone may be interested. So there's that. Okay, goodbye to that nylon. So yes, holsters and magazine pouches. So holsters are still coming about. Yeah, you might be able to use some of the Sigma holsters for this, but I don't know how well you'll be able to see this or not, but this trigger guard is different than a Sigma. That Sigma is more of like a circle. I don't know how to explain that. Just look up some pictures and, you know, do some comparisons on your own, and you'll see it. And I don't know if this portion here is raised less. I don't know. So there are differences. I mean, if it's a Kydex holster or something you're getting into, you better check first to make sure it's going to fit, because you don't want to have to pay all the money for one of those, because they are expensive. So still waiting for those for holsters to come around. And yes, magazine pouches are also kind of an issue, because this is a thinner than usual, and I'm using the Glock magazines for comparison in my mind. I don't have one next to me right here to show you, but it is thinner in this dimension than a Glock. I had a Glock magazine pouch that I had made out of a Phobos thing. Very strange amalgamation, but I threw this in there and it rattled all around. It was a friction fit and it would fall out. So I unfortunately have been going without an extra magazine. Except for home. You always have one at home. But I'm waiting for something to come around. You know, hey, manufacturers, this is a cool gun. Make some stuff for it, okay? I'll be there to buy it along with everybody else. Let me see. Okay. So track record, just real quick. This is, like I said, a new gun. It's got a long way to go. I mean, the main competition here is going to be any polymer frame striker fired pistol, and there's so many out there now. But this is a good option for the price, and let's get into that right now. Here it is. I got this weapon right here for $377, and this was, oh man, the very end. I guess it was it was this year. So January of this year. Was it January? It doesn't matter. I've had this for a few months, so it must have been in the end of 2011. And I got this through cheaperthandirt.com, believe it or not. Had it shipped. It was $10 for shipping, and I got lucky, and I got a $10 FFL transfer. If you shop around, you can find them, man. They're difficult to find, but where I live, I just happen to come across it. And so $10 shipping, $10 FFL, and here we are, $377. Took it home, and so that it is mine. And for that price, oh man, I really haven't seen anything that can go to bat with a gun that at this price. The Sigmas are less expensive, okay, but man, their triggers are heavy, and they don't have it. I mean, they don't even have as easy of a trigger reduction as this one, and this is way newer than a Sigma. The Sigmas have been around for a decade and some stuff. So man, I'm gonna have to wrap this one up too. I'll come back with closing thoughts, and we'll call it a day at that. Alright, see you on part 5. Bye. Okay, part 5. Let's just wrap this up. This will be a quick little piece. So there you go. This is my current carry, and at 22 ounces, or 22.7 empty with a magazine. This gun is so lightweight. I mean, you just hold it in your hand, and yeah, you've got a full-size pistol here, but it is lightweight. I think the Glock 19 weighs about that. This is lighter than the 17, and it's kind of in between size-wise, I suppose. But you do get one extra bullet in the magazine, because you get 16, so it's one more than a Glock 19. Stock, of course. Yeah, I know. I mean, you can use the Glock 18 magazines in any 9mm Glock you can put your hands on, so okay, sure. And no, there are no aftermarket magazines or floor plates for these yet. Maybe they'll come around, who knows. I'll love to have them if they did. So there you go. I guess I should flip this around so you can have a little peek at this side. And oh, hey, look at that. I'm glad I did, because as you can see here, or maybe you can't, it says caution, capable of firing with magazine removed. And yes, you can fire this gun with the magazine removed. There you go. I'll take it. I'm not a police officer. I am, as the name suggests, an armed civilian, and I don't need all that hokey business. I think it's just one more thing to go wrong, and if you really have to use this sucker, do you really want all that safety junk getting in your way? No thank you. I want to be able to skin the smoke wagon, pull that trigger, and take care of business if that is what needs to be done. Okay, I guess I'll sign off. I don't really have like a cool sign off or anything. I mean, some YouTube people really have like that cool, I don't know, tag at the end. I do not. So I will just say goodbye, and see you in the next video.